first poem is called Spices and Salts of Life, and it's about our dowry system that we have back home, where men usually pay for their wives to be married, and it's still practiced today, back home and also here. So here is my poem. Just because you don't see my worth doesn't mean I don't have a voice. Plastered on the fluorescent backdrop of a computer screen, my heart, soul, and body collapsed and took comfort in the strength of those words. A mere 14 words that if everyone truly believed could and would alter their realities, transform whole societies, change our world. A mere 14 words that if I could gently, softly, lovingly place in the hearts, souls, and bodies of millions of South Sudanese girls back home and here, place in the minds of every woman imprisoned in the jailhouse of dowries so they too can collapse and take comfort in the strength of these words. Instead, these women collapse in the heart-wrenched, heartbreaking trenches of patriarchy. The mind feels the disillusioned, distorted ideologies of gender, the soulless, merciless dedication to tradition. Instead, these women's voices are collected, patched, and cut into unrecognizable pieces, then used as spices and salts for wonderful dishes that give life to others. Life to their children, their husbands, their communities. Yet for these women, their food is tasteless, lifeless. Who gives her life? Not the mother who prunes her to be the perfect, silent wife, the uncomplaining mother, the obedient slave. Not the woman who herself has been groomed from birth to cook, clean, and extend life to others, to save the family line but not herself. Who gives her life? Not the father who bargains her off and sells her to the highest bidder. Tradition they scream, tradition they assert. 700 cattle is her worth. 700 cattle to prove to her that her words are inaudible even when spoken, not misunderstood, just disregarded like the cries of the cattle herded her way. Who gives her life? Not the brother who himself believes in the system, who works, slaves, and nearly kills himself to buy his future wife. 700. 700, 700, 700. 700 becomes the trenches he too cannot escape, the minefields he too cannot navigate, the soulless, merciless tradition he too must obey. Who gives her life? Not the sister who herself is imprisoned, whose words, whose voice are transformed to become the spices and salts for life-sustaining dishes. What I wouldn't give to light an amber of courage in the trenches founded on backward beliefs, spark a wildfire and hear them finally speak, not from their mouths, but from their gut, a bellowing, painstaking cry like we Africans know, like those who truly know what suffering means know. They will assert without fear or hesitation, just because you don't see my worth doesn't mean I don't have a voice. I have one more poem, but I'm not sure if there's time for one more. Yeah, okay. So this poem is called Darkness, and it's about self-love and finding the beauty within yourself. I see the stairs, the long, lingering, crave-driven stairs, but I don't hear the words of acknowledgement or respect, just the long, lingering, crave-driven stairs. I used to think that I was the problem, that I wasn't beautiful or worthy of their love, that the right path was directed by them, black men, and I was blindly walking in circles in the dark, not as dark as my skin, but close. I envied the darkness. At least the darkness knew her purpose, knew its intent, and the reason for her existence. I, on the other hand, was blindly walking in circles in the dark, wanting and asking for her wisdom, the wisdom that she refused to give, the wisdom that should force me to find myself. I found out that I'm beautiful, stunning, spirited, unique. I found out that I am my mother's daughter, the daughter of the beautiful, dark, black queen that is my mother. I am the walking poster board of the mother civilization, Mama Africa. I am the image, the voice of those before me, those in existence, and those yet to come. I used to think I was too dark. I used to think that if I was 3.75 shades lighter, that I'd be more desirable, loved, wanted, needed. That I wouldn't die an old, lonely spinster with nothing but the meows and the purrs of her 10 cats, her 10 children. And I was blindly walking in circles in the dark, wanting and asking for her wisdom. The wisdom she refused to give. The wisdom that she forced me to find myself. I found out that I'm curious, creative, intelligent. I used to think that I was too dark. The magazines told me I was too dark. People said my hair was too rough, too dark. My eyes were too dark. Bright and white was right. Porcelain skin and blue eyes were the prize. So I slipped back into the darkness, asking and wanting for her wisdom. The wisdom that she refused to give. The wisdom that she forced me to find myself. I found out I'm beautiful. I'm worthy. I am a mother's daughter. So this time I didn't slip back into the darkness. I walked in, head up, chest out, strutting in my high heels, reaching the depths and the tips of her darkness, not needing or asking for her wisdom. She whispered to me, "There's nothing more, my child." Yeah.